Hello, welcome to Aero News Network. I'm Elite Kill 10 with your breaking news of this hour. It is becoming apparent to the aeronautica community that Anhedral has gone rogue and is currently on a warpath. The Royal Council have disappeared from the public eye, with reports that they have moved outside the city. During the Open Nations meeting in February, many foreign leaders tried to chat with the representatives of Anhedral, to only hear a cold and calculated response from their ambassador. The official response came later as a letter warning of consequences to the other nations that had crossed them, with the royal seal of Anhedral stamped at the end of the ominous letter. A day after the meetings, multiple nations have reported seeing and intercepting stray aircraft of Anhedran origin encroaching on the airspace boundaries of their neighbors since the morning of February the 3rd, and the bordering nations have reported countless violations as the weeks dragged on. On the morning of February the 4th, local crowds and press came to Lionham to witness as well as record tankers from the 108th Royal Refueler Squadron AWACS aircraft and fighter jets from the Great Royals No. 1 Squadron and guards of the Crown No. 4 Squadron frequently departing from the base to challenge nearby hotspots. There was even a very close-up recording of a squad from the Guards Squadron spotted scrambling in the evening to intercept a local Ryanair flight, Flight A8 Alpha Hotel, passing on Cerdán Regional Airport 20 kilometers away from the coast, and Koban vocally argued that it was evidently not interfering with Anhedral sovereign airspace at the weekly Open Nations meeting. Koban was the first to call out Anhedral for its aggression and began to mobilize the Republican Defense Force on February the 10th, with witnesses reporting activity and high-ranking officials from the capital inspecting Tarquay as airmen were seen rushing to revive old Block 20 F-16 Fighting Falcons, which were slated to be retired and replaced with 40 new JS-39 Gripens that have been delayed due to outside demand from players in aeronautica. A day after the inspections, F-16 fighters, a Kingfisher, and a VIP transport would be seen departing at random intervals throughout the week. The first real confrontations between Koban and Anhedral began on Friday, the 20th, as horrifying footage shows an F-35 from the No. 2 Rawaki Squadron and a lone F-16 from Koban getting into a duel after both aircraft followed a Ryanair flight heading for Sandres that Anhedral wanted to make an example of those who wanted to challenge her illegal interceptions. Here we see the camera plane, the F-16, flying alongside the 737 before the F-35 slows down to get behind the camera plane. The F-16 notices what is going on and turns upside down before diving away as the F-35 banks up, most likely to try and get the high ground. Reports from both sides said that there was nothing lost and only a missile was exchanged between the two of them, which has the local public skeptical. Last week, the OSS Levento was open fired upon by the naval force at Rawaki without any casualties, and only led to a diplomatic standoff that lasted for 5 hours. Meanwhile, the Hypergods are trying relentlessly to rally behind the Open Nations as it struggles to find its footing as Anhedral's recklessness grows to unheard-of proportions since the 1970s. It seems that Anhedral's demands are about a change to their power from 200 updates ago, and that is a sticking point for the great nation, according to officials. But the gods will not budge and are appalled by Anhedral's greed, accusing them of sabotaging their airport and making it laggy so that they get more wing points for compensation. It's only a matter of time before the old power keg in Avalon explodes once again, and is most likely going to hit Aeronautica in more ways than one. I'm Elite Kill 10 from Aero News Network, and that has been your breaking news this hour.